Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Nintendo just had another Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase, and while it was an overall okay showcase, two games stood out to me as huge announcements. Both coming from Capcom, both coming from the same IP, and they were both shown off as the first two games in the presentation, so right off the bat we're off to a good start. I can't tell you how excited I am to announce that Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2 are coming out next year. Now I'm going to start off with Stories because I don't have as much to say about this game. I'm not familiar with the series that much. I played the demo on the 3DS of the original, and it was a great game. If you're a traditional RPG fan, you were going to love it. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, you were going to love it. It seemed like a great game, and I only heard amazing things from the friends of mine that picked this game up. That being said, seeing it on the Nintendo Switch, built from the ground up, the art style is fantastic. This game looks absolutely gorgeous, and the story that's being showcased in the trailer just seems incredibly intense, and I'm already enthralled with what this game is going to deliver on the story front. I already know what to expect essentially when it comes to gameplay, and so I'm excited for that too, as I am a huge traditional turn-based RPG fan. Now let's get to the good stuff. Monster Hunter Rise has the hairs on the back of my neck tingling in anticipation. I was really upset that Monster Hunter Worlds didn't make it to the Nintendo Switch, though at the same time, after playing it on the PlayStation and hearing from some hardcore Monster Hunter fans, what the end product was just didn't feel as technical as Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on the Switch. Monster Hunter Worlds being made to cater to a new crowd, enticing a new crop of people to come in, being much more approachable, but also exhibiting some beautiful new design choices when it came to graphics and level design, whilst Generations Ultimate was a port of the 3DS with enhanced graphics, but it was more of the traditional style of Monster Hunter, so a lot more grindy, a lot more difficult, a lot more technical. Now, I've been saying for a while that the next Monster Hunter that was coming to the Switch was going to be built from the ground up. It was going to look gorgeous. There was no doubt in my mind that this was going to be the case, whilst there were some of us that were worried that we might get a downgraded port of Monster Hunter Worlds. To see this trailer put so much of my heart at ease, to know that we were getting something that was absolutely constructed specifically for the Switch. I am really hoping that this is an exclusive and that the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X will get their own Monster Hunter Worlds 2 or something along those lines. But visually, this game is incredibly stunning. And while the gameplay looks to be tipping its hat to Monster Hunter Worlds, it seems like it's bringing a lot more to the table in terms of movement options, environment traversal, combos, and combat options in general. There's just so much more here than I could have ever imagined. But on top of that, we're getting some very in-depth story aspects to the game. The voice acting seems prominent and very well done. The trailer alludes to the fact that the story is going to be a lot more in the forefront of the game, and not just an opening cutscene of the experience, which has me rubbing my hand like fly for something a bit more cinematic. Now there is one more thing to the gameplay that I found incredibly enticing, and that's the fact that you have this cat-like creature that you can ride around on, which allows movement throughout the levels to be a lot faster paced. And with this cat-like creature, you're also able to scale walls in a fraction of the time. So I feel like they're doing a lot to speed up the pacing of the gameplay, which in some ways has me a little weary in the fact that maybe it might be too easy to get away from monsters, but who am I kidding? This looks amazing. I'm just hoping that Capcom makes the necessary changes to the way that monsters move around and the speed in which they aggress on you to counteract this new beast that you're able to use. I am glowing because of this announcement, so if you're a fan, if you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments what you think of Monster Hunter Rise. And be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you aren't already. Anyway guys, Until next time, thanks for playing.